Hi guys, I'm Graphic here, and this is a DC Legends video. So in this video, I wanted to go over my top 5 worst heroes, top 5 worst toons. Now I have to give a little, disclaimer or kind of the requirements that I put in before actually making this video. And that is I have a entire slew of heroes that I have not taken 70-11. Some intentional like Green Arrow or Kid Flash, but some because I believe that they're garbage, basically. So I'm not going to take them any higher than this level. Constantine, I just haven't gotten to yet. Brainiac, I haven't gotten to yet. So this list will be those champions that I have invested in and have had time to play with that I will call the worst investments that I've made. Now there's honorable mentions that could go to toons like Zod, for example. Let's go ahead and get him in there. Zod, for example, I do not use Zod, but every once in a while I pull him out, so he does have his uses. There's also Indigo 1, who I believe could be on this list, but if I'm being fair to Indigo 1, where is she? Where are you? If I'm being fair to Indigo 1, I haven't really used her since she first came out, and so I think that she isn't useful, but I haven't used her enough to be like, oh no, she's terrible. So first on the list, and I will say this, I'm going to go 5 to 1, but honestly, I'm not going to make the argument between 2 and 5, and if 5 should be 2 and 1 should, 1 could be 5 and 5 could be 1. It's a group that is just garbage. So, and this is also my list. So if you have a list, if you think that I left someone off or should put someone on, or if the whole list is wrong, please don't forget to comment below. And also, please like and please subscribe. Do that right now while you're not yet now. You say at the end of the video you'll do it, but you won't do it now. So anyway, we will start off with one that I kind of don't want to put on the list, but I kind of have to. And I'm looking at the side for my notes like I have a piece of paper because, you know, I'm old, I can't remember things. So this toon I like, but I have not found a use for her. Talia. I do like Talia. I think she's an okay toon, but I can never find a place to use her. So on her A1, damage to an enemy, gain 1 evasion or gain 2 evasion ups, which is okay. Damage to an enemy, apply 5 bleeds, apply 2 additional bleeds. If Talia has 1 plus evasion up, always steal 2 buffs from target. That's the legendary point. The legendary point here, just to put it, 80% additional damage if target is bleeding. Now, and I'll go into this one too. Heavy damage to an enemy, 50% chance to use leg sweep if target is bleeding. Always apply heal immunity. The more I look at her kit, I feel as though if she was in the mid game or early game, she would not be that bad. I feel like she would have helped me a little bit, but the way it stands now and when I got her, I had so many other toons that do what she does better than she does. Like, hell, even Black Manta does what she does better in terms of stacking bleeds. You have your Red Hood. Like, there's so many. Siren is far better than she is and also stacks evasion ups. I would put Siren in long before I put Talia in. So I like Talia the character. I'm a Batman guy, if you could not tell. I'm a Batman guy, so I do love Talia, but she's just useless. So that's a regret. Next on the list, speaking of my love for Batman, and actually now that I'm looking at the list, should I change it? No, I'll put him at number 4. Okay. I knew that he was garbage before I even invested in him. And so actually, let's go ahead and use these filters and make this a little bit easier. I knew he was garbage before I invested in him, but I had to because of the logo that's on my chest right now. It is Batman the Dark Knight. Okay, Batman the Dark Knight would be good. He has damage to an enemy, 70% damage, plus 70% damage if target is taunting or enraged. This actually was part of a rework that was done, I want to say a year and a half ago. And it's pretty good. He's pretty good. But again, there are other toons that just do what he does better. Not to mention the fact that the plus 70% damage, and I'll go through the rest of the kit real quick before I complain. Always purge all positive immunities, 3 buffs, and then deal damage to an enemy. That sounds like a great ability too. That sounds really, really nice. The more I think about it, maybe I should play with him a little bit more, but I remember why I don't play with him. Stun target if they are taunting or enraged. Powered armor. Gain 32% shield and 3 strength ups. Gain 6 stamina ups. Now here's the contingency plan. I won't go into all of their kit, but I'm going to give you the main reason why I don't like him. He survives a lot. He's great at survival. He also hits like a 7-year-old with a pillow. Like, he has no damage. So if you are in a fight and he is the last one standing, which usually he is, you're never going to win because he can't cause enough damage to anyone. He can't take out physical. He can't take out reds, let alone any other affinity. Like, he's just weak. And so if you take him into battle, if you don't, he'll survive. But at the same time, all of this stamina, everything that he's doing, he doesn't taunt, so he's not even taking any of the damage. He can take a lot of damage, but he's not keeping your team from being damaged by taunting and taking that damage. He's just sticking around and not dying. And then when everyone else dies, he's still there like, whoa. So as much as I love Batman, sorry, you got to be on the list. So now going to number 3. This is a bit difficult for me. Little background story about myself. My uncle worked at Turner in Atlanta, and he got me a poster when the Justice League first came out as a cartoon, like in 2000 or something like that. And I was already 16, but I still loved it. And there was a huge quote unquote controversy in Turner because they put in Jon Stewart as a Green Lantern instead of Hal Jordan. And part of me was really happy about it because, if I'm just being frank, there were no black superheroes. Like that, there weren't any cartoons around with black superheroes. So I was happy that he was there, and I actually liked him because he was military. And a lot of my family, not me, but a lot of my family was military. So it was nice. It's part of that whole back then, but it was still like that representation matters part. Sorry to I don't want to get on the soapbox. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I liked him a lot. And do I like the other Lanterns? Hal Jordan, no, but Kal Rayner, I love Kal Rayner. I hate what they did to him in this game, but I like Kal Rayner. So I do like other Lanterns, but I had a special affinity towards him because he was quite literally the first black superhero in a cartoon that I saw that wasn't spawned from HBO. And HBO, my mom didn't know I was watching, so shh, keep that quiet. Anyway, so here's the problem with his kit. He survives as well. Very similar to DK. The problem is also he doesn't really do that much damage. He's just more annoying than anything else. So damage to an enemy, plus 100% damage if Green Lantern is below 50% health. So he has to be almost dead before he starts dealing some damage. The next one, apply 35% shield and 3 empowered strength ups to an ally. Now, this is an improvement. This was part of the rework that he did. I think he had another rework like 6 months ago, I want to say 7 months ago, and he had a rework before that. So like, since I've been playing this game, he had 2 reworks already, and on top of that, I think he had a rework before I started playing, and he still can't get on your roster. If target is below 50%, plus 20% shield and 30% chance to apply death immunity, which just give it 100% chance to apply death immunity, and he's already better. Why 30%? Why does that matter? Give him 50% shield. Like, and I mean, I don't think that's anything OP. You know what I mean? Like, you're trying to help your team survive, and that's kind of his role in this. But damage to an enemy, apply 13% turn meter down, which is boosted up to 16%. Woohoo! To all enemies. Damage plus 30% if Green Lantern is shield. I mean, I guess, but it's not really doing anything. Gain death immunity and 2 empowered strength ups and 50% shield the first time Green Lantern goes below 50% health. Great-ish. If he could deal damage after the fact. He's not really dealing that much damage. Like 2 empowered strength ups is the equivalent of about 4 strength ups, right? And based on the multipliers of his strength, he's not doing damage anyway. So multiplying 1 by 4 just gives you 4. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really doing much for you. He will stick around, but he's not going to help you get out of this. So it's very similar to DK, very disappointing. So sorry, I wish he was better, but he's not. Now I'm going to get into 2 more. I don't like Firestorm in any way. Not in the comic book, not in that TV show. Firestorm is just a useless character to me. I'm sorry if he's your favorite, but he's garbage. He is booty. Sorry. So, Firestorm on top of that, and in fact, I'm not even going to go through his kit. He's a special damage character that stacks intelligence up, kind of. and robs himself of his own intelligent ups. And then I thought if I boost him and put him under Lex SS after Lex got his rework, which is now like 2 years ago. I don't even know why I'm bringing that up now. Anyway, and then put him with Lex SS. Lex SS will give him a whole bunch of intelligent ups, and he should hit like a truck, you know? Nope. No. He does not hit at all whatsoever. He does no damage, and then on top of that, he does nothing else for your team, and he is slow. He is so slow. So that's just, yeah, done with that. And now, number one was a character that I was actually very excited to have join the DCL universe when he came out December 2019, I believe. And he has proven to be completely useless. Oh, and thank you for putting him in Siege for this month for the character that I've been begging for and wanted so bad in Darkseid. Now I have to try to use him as a bonus character. Anyway, so Ultraman, the man who steals, the man who is garbage. And I like Ultraman, but in this game, he is straight booty. Special damage to an enemy if Ultraman is debuffed. Transfer 2 debuffs to target, otherwise plus 50% extra damage if Ultraman is still debuffed. And in fact, I don't even want to read through all the thing that just bothers me is all these ifs, then, if, then clauses. Like, everything is qualified and conditional. Gain taunt, 2 intelligence up, 2 staminas up, and 2 mins. This, the Kryptonite recharge, and the Ultravision, I think the Ultravision is also weak. His Kryptonite recharge isn't bad, and I should probably like ring that out a little bit more. But when you first get the character and you see that they're not doing much, I was already regretting taking him 70-11, so I'm not about to waste a bunch of my blue rings on him. And then everything everyone was saying about him was just how terrible he was, and I was like, okay, well that's just confirmation of what I already know. When an enemy dies, 55% chance to reset cooldown of Kryptonite recharge. Okay. But, and then this one, look at how long this paragraph is. Like, really though? If a teammate is debuffed, at the end of their turn, 60% chance to transfer 2 debuffs to a random enemy. Transfer 2 extra debuffs to a random enemy if teammate is villain. When corruption transfer activates, Ultraman uses Ultra Strength on a random enemy if teammate is a villain. Like, there's so many if-then clause, like, and I kind of liked the idea of transferring debuffs, but the other part of it is he came out right around the time when there was a lot of debuffs being thrown around, and there still are a lot of debuffs being thrown around. So, like, just transferring these 2 isn't really doing as much as you would wish it would. It's not doing as much as you would hope it would have. And I was really excited about him coming out, and I read his kit, and I was like, oh, this should be pretty good. And then when you take it into action, when you actually take it into a match, it's worthless. It doesn't do anything for you. Or, yeah, not worthless. I'm trying to qualify and be like not so harsh on it, but no, it's worthless. He's garbage. So he is top of the list for my worst characters I've ever invested in. I really wish they would give you the option to like take your resources back and dump it, like give you like forgiveness tokens and be like, okay, here's 5 forgiveness tokens. Take back the resources from the characters that you had. Please do that. That would be awesome. So anyway, those are my top 5. Who are your top 5 worst characters that you've ever invested in? Not just the ones you think are bad, but the ones you put resources into and you immediately were like, oh no, what have I done? In any case, please like, please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.